two identical little boys came to the hospital for a paternity test. The nurse said they looked exactly the same. She was sure they had to be real brothers, but one of the boys said they had just met on the street. One had no dad, the other had no mom. 10 minutes earlier, the son of a billionaire CEO saw a boy through the car window, who looked exactly like him. The boy was with his mom, but he himself had never seen his mother. His father always told him his mom died in childbirth. In that moment, as he looked at the happy boy outside, he felt a kind of envy he had never known. He suddenly believed that woman outside was his mother, so he lied to the driver and said he was hungry, asking him to go buy something to eat. After the driver left, he quickly slipped out of the car, pulling out a lollipop as he followed the woman. Meanwhile, the CEO noticed his son was missing. His assistant said the cameras didn't catch anything. They were in a blind spot. Just then, the CEO saw his son's favorite lollipop wrapper on the ground, and decided to follow that trail. On the other side, the young master was hiding in a corner, quietly watching the mother and son being affectionate. At that moment, the CEO's men arrived, mistaking him for the young master, and carried him away despite his struggling and shouting. The real young master watched it all from his hiding place. Once they left, he came out and picked up the bag on the ground. Right then the woman stepped out too, and wanted to take him home. The young master had longed for a mother's love, so he didn't explain and just went with her. On the other side, the mistaken boy was brought to the CEO's house. The butler feared he might run again, so he picked him up and held him tight. But the boy kept struggling, insisting he wasn't their young master. But the butler just thought he was being naughty, and didn't listen at all. Until they entered the living room, the boy saw the CEO, and noticed they looked somewhat alike. He pointed at him without thinking, but was scolded for being rude. The boy got angry, and demanded to know why they kidnapped him. He even threatened to call the police and report them for child trafficking. Just as the CEO was about to explode, the butler quickly covered the boy's mouth, but it was useless. The boy was locked in a room. There he accidentally saw a photo, and the boy in the photo looked exactly like him. The clever boy instantly realized they got the wrong person. Meanwhile, the real young master was sitting at the dining table, eating happily, enjoying the warmth from the woman. At the same time, the boy locked in the room was thinking of a way to escape. He started running around to raise his body temperature, until he was sweating all over. Then he made noise on purpose, drawing the butler into the room. Thinking the boy had a high fever, he quickly carried him out and arranged a ride to the hospital. Once at the hospital, the boy seized the chance and asked the nurse for help, saying the bodyguards and the butler were traffickers. The doctor and nurse were shocked, and immediately called security to detain everyone. The director rushed over, but the nurse told him it was a trafficking case. The director quickly corrected her, saying they were the CEO's bodyguards, and this was the CEO's son. Back at the CEO's house, the butler found the room empty. The boy had escaped through another door in the exam room. He ran home as fast as he could, but the scene before him left him stunned. He saw a boy who looked exactly like him, sitting in his own home.